MONAD is the ultimate undervalued layer 1 crypto in the space. I think EVM projects will have a great time to shine, similar to what we saw with Avalanche in 2020 to 2021, and the massive move that Avalanche had. I think it went around 100x in that time frame. This is when people paid attention to the builders of the space, and they paid attention more to utility and altcoins. But also that, at the time, the liquidity of the market was a lot less restrictive. And, what we saw in 2020 with all the stimulus packages and all the on-chain building and stuff like, not on-chain building, and, just retail investors were excited to be a part of crypto. Nobody really understood crypto as much, right, at that time. And now it's in a very difficult space. The crypto industry as a whole is in a very difficult space. I'm sure everyone pretty much understands crypto now and how crypto works, and people still just write it off as a scam. But I personally believe in this space, and I think this space will have a future. And I think the top layer 1 projects in the space will pretty much be the counterpart, or maybe even the competition to what we see with banks and the banking system. Why would I have to wait hours? Why would I have to wait over the weekend if I want to transact and send someone money or receive money, etc., right? This is why I think crypto is the future, and we need projects like MONAD that are extremely fast, extremely powerful, extremely scalable, with 10,000 transactions per second, right? Low cost, low fees, being able to do anything that you need to do from a financial perspective. That is extremely bullish to me, right? But a lot of people have written off MONAD here. They just see it as another layer 1 that's going to be dead in the future. I completely disagree with that. I'm just looking at MONAD from a tech perspective. When I compare it to projects like Sui or Safe, for example, the other two L1s that also are good projects, don't get me wrong. But I also see the community that MONAD has built and how tight-knit the community is. It reminds me of XRP, for example. You see how successful XRP is, and that's because of the community that they've built, right? The XRP community is cult-like, right? And I'm seeing, like shades of that with MONAD, right? So we have great builders, a great team, great community, and you see a team that is actually pushing forward with great ideas. They're looking to help builders create some, innovative things to change the world pretty much, right? And it will all be built on MONAD, right? So again, you see the success of Solana. I think MONAD could replicate the success, if not more so. And because it's more decentralized with the hundreds of nodes that they have, validator nodes, the utility that they provide, the steps that they're taking in the overall market. I think MONAD has a great future ahead of it. Now, obviously, I could be wrong. Nothing is guaranteed, but this is a project where, it's not a pump and dump. It's not a meme coin. It has actual value and utility here. So I'm bullish, right? So what builders get into the Nitro accelerator? And we have a breakdown right here of how you get accepted into the Nitro program. 500K. Let me actually make this more bigger here so you guys could see it better. So let's start on this side. So 500K plus in capital day 1. Every accepted team gets 500K on day 1 from Paradigm, Electric Capital, Dragonfly, Castle Island, and Ventures, right? So they're leveraging, their VC partnerships to invest into the builders, the people of the Nitro program. They're investing into them, right? The new builders that will create awesome and fantastic DApps, because just think about it this way. Imagine the next OpenAI, Anthropic, NVIDIA is built on MONAD, right? $1 trillion DApp is built on MONAD. Like, that would be insane, right? So this is how VC should be in this space, investing in projects to help, you know, the future of the layer 1 projects, right? That is how that is very interesting and very great to see, in my opinion, right? Deep access. So the MF team, including sessions with Keon, okay, directly connecting with Keon, one of the founders of MONAD, very great stuff. Operators who've built and scaled real companies here to pressure test, not to cheerlead founders. I like that. You got to make sure people are on top of things, man. You definitely have to pressure test the product before you ship it out to the world, right? Top tier VCs across multiple stages. That is very bullish. Haven't really seen VCs engage so closely with builders before, you know, in the space. So again, the MONAD team definitely doing something right here, in my opinion, right? You don't just join an accelerator, you graduate into a community. 15 teams, highly selective, fellow unicorn founders share trauma, right? I love that. I love that so much. So again, great stuff from MONAD. You could see that the team is building. The fundamentals are there. This is what you pay attention to, guys. In my opinion, again, crypto doesn't have to just be seen in a negative light. There's great projects out there, and you know they're there for you to invest in. They are, right. You just have to you know, take that chance, take the risk, and make your decision right after your own research. So MONAD right now is sitting at 2 cents, right? So great spot to DC into MONAD here, 2 cents. 100,000 MONAD coins right now. It's $2,000. A nice bag to buy personally. I think 50,000 to 100,000 MONAD is a great buy to make. Right now sitting at 217 mil market cap. Consistent building here, consistent fundamental growth here. And it's holding up much better than a lot of altcoins. Again, there's altcoins that have already made new lows against Bitcoin, right? You don't want to be in projects like that. I'm sorry. If you hold an altcoin that has made a new low, so say for example MONAD dropped from 1.6 cent all the way down to 1 cent without Bitcoin even, you know, going down to 40k, 45k, you're in a bad altcoin. You need to leave that one ASAP, or at least de-risk, you know, 50% of your holdings in that altcoin, right? You see MONAD, it is following Bitcoin, but it does tries its best to still break out, right? When they announced the accelerator program, we got a 17% move, then we started to climb up, right? But Bitcoin is really holding back MONAD, right? But as it's pretty clear as day to me personally that once we get a bullish Bitcoin, once we get a bullish macro market, MONAD is going to fly because it's not going to be held down by Bitcoin as much anymore, right? Whereas there's other altcoins that are already held down so much and just continuously losing against Bitcoin, even with a macro bullish market, they might not do well, right? So you have to pay attention to that. Excuse me. Quick look at Chain MMO as well. One of the you know, coins in the MONAD ecosystem that I'm really bullish on. This is an AI agent project. If you take a look at the daily chart, pretty good spot that it's in. Still around the same level that I bought it, right? 81k market cap. This is why I say a million tokens could go pretty far here. You could see a $10 million market cap for this coin, right? So 81 bucks to 10k. It's only possible in the space, man, and it could get to 30 to 50 mil market cap, right? The only, you know, project that has, you know, massive AI agent potential or AI potential on MONAD right now at this present time, right? And you know, you see how base chain AI projects, AI agent projects are doing extremely well on base chain right now. This is one of the sectors that could potentially take off on MONAD as well. So I'm positioned in this that, you know, is set up to, you know, receive some of that success once that sector pops off on MONAD. So as always, none of this is financial advice, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the videos, join my Discord. Link to that is in the description. Also support the Clips channel. Link to that is also in the description, where I post summary videos. I would really appreciate if you guys subscribe to the Clips channel as well. Thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next one.